Good afternoon, good night, good morning, depending on where you're at in the world. This is The Prophet. We're live from UFC 194. That's right, UFC 195. I'm sorry, guys. You have some nerves when you're live. I'm going to need another microphone. Switch out this mic. I got too much static in my ears, guys. Too much static in my ears. Y'all let me know. In case you ain't got us on Twitter, that's at FightServe with the knee on the end, or at The Prophet Says, and tweet in. Let us know what you think about that last fight, guys. Condit and Lawler. That's at Carlos Condit or at Ruthless_RL. Ruthless Robbie Lawler maintains his welterweight championship with a stunning victory decision tonight. I actually had it the other way. I actually had it 39 to 37 going into the fifth round. With a 10-8 round, Lawler could have made a huge difference and made a draw. That's the best I hadn't been able to do, guys. It really was. It was the best I hadn't been able to do at the time. I hope that, they get a rematch. I hope they want him back in there. I heard Tyron Woodley earlier, because I'm listening in the background actually to FS1's live coverage. I had a quick interview with the champ, just a little simple few questions, and I tell you what, before tonight, I was not that big a Robbie Lawler fan. Okay, I was not that big a Robbie Lawler fan. Now I'm a fan of the man and the fighter. I was a fan of the fighter a little bit before because he always gave us wars. He gave us, he probably tonight, he damn sure secured his nomination for a third consecutive Fight of the Year award. He's won our Fight of the Year award this past year for his fight against McDonald. And this was our first year giving away MMA awards. We just got back on Twitter and just got back. I did a boxing show for years on Sirius XM, and I was a boxer and all of that, but I got into this MMA because I started working with some guys and helping with the striking thing, and I've really started studying a roll a little bit, do a lot of jiu-jitsu and stuff, and I really enjoy it, man. I've got hyped, I've got pumped. I love this shit. I'm team MMA for life, member, and proud of it. And we're going to give away some stuff tonight, guys. Y'all can call in, let us know what you think, and let us know who you think won. That's what we want to know. Who do you think won, Let us know. You can call in at 1-762-383-5106. That's 762-383-5106. I don't have the extension for the 800 number tonight. We're in the production truck, and like I said, I do have the FS1 show on in the background because I don't want to miss another interview. I did get a few seconds with the champ, before he come on the air live, and man, he's a good man. He's just an all-around good man. He's like one of my fighters. I manage, I own FightServe, boxing and MMA. Okay, we manage boxers, and I do manage a couple of MMA fighters. It was just now starting to manage MMA fighters. I train quite a few of them right there in Augusta, Georgia, and go to Athens, and go to Columbia, South Carolina, and go to Charleston, South Carolina, go to Charlotte, and work with them and on their striking techniques. I was a very heralded amateur boxer with a great amateur career. Fought Roy Jones Jr. twice. Neither here nor there. That's all said and done. Grew up best friends with Vernon Forrest. We're out of our home office is out of Augusta, Georgia, and that's where we manage all of our boxers out of. But, they live all over the country, and they train all over the place, and they will come to the office sometime. We got a gym right there in Aiken, South Carolina, and we've had some world champions out there. And, we had Vernon Forrest, the world champion, but then I worked a little bit with George and P-Will, a little bit in the boxing, and I've been out of it for a while, and recently we started FightServe back up. Very recently. I say recently, I mean very recently. I was still doing some training with guys here and there, mainly amateurs, and I did some stuff in there. Forrest Griffin's from Augusta too, originally. Shout out to Forrest, and all y'all MMA fans know Forrest Griffin, man. He was the original Tough winner. He was a Richmond County police officer, worked at the jail here in Augusta, Georgia, or there in Augusta, Georgia, I should say. You know, we're live at UFC 195, and let us know what you think. Let us know. Tweet us at FightServe, that's FIGHTSERVE, or at The Prophet Says, that's DAPROFITSAYS. Tweet us and let us know who you think won this fight, guys. I mean, I've seen some crazy scoring on Twitter tonight, man, and you know, me and John Anik talked to John a little bit live. They're live, okay? And not Anik. I did tweet with Anik a little bit, but talked to Goldberg and stuff live, and we're not seeing the same thing a lot of these guys see on TV, you know, but y'all do get a better angle on TV a lot of times than what we get, you know what I'm saying? You really do. Watch it live. The angles aren't the best in the world, I'm not going to lie. I mean, you know, depending on where you're at, it's actually better in boxing than it is in MMA as far as, you know, the octagon isn't really an 8-sided ring like, you know, a 4-sided ring in boxing. I mean, like if I'm sitting, you know, where the press sits, I can actually see almost half. Whereas they get to the other side, out there be strikes. I mean, when it comes to activity in this fight, Condit dominated this fight, man. Reminded me a lot of our old guy Paul Williams, you know, the boxer that just high output, just crushed it. You know, beat Antonio Margachito by simply out punching the hell out of him. I mean, threw over 1,200 punches almost in that fight. And that's what Carlos, I mean, he outworked him. And I thought, and I'm going to go over some of the stuff I talked to the chap about here. I thought he needed a 10-8 round, and I thought he actually needed a stoppage to retain his title. I apologize, Laura. You're one hell of a warrior, I'll give you that, man. And Carlos, you got the best damn chin in the game. The best damn chin in the game. I'm talking to Tumanoff on FS1 right now, and he was one of our predictions. I actually thought I'd only predicted like 3 or something like that. Tumanoff, Orlovsky, and Condit. You know, we was on a hot streak. We didn't even predicted Holly Holm to win my knockout. I was on a hot streak. I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, I've only got a blue and BJJ, but and it's been kind of halted by a bad accident that I had. But my striking skills are superb, second to none, even at my age still. I might have a good chance after watching Roy's last boxing match over in Russia. I think I can take him now. He might have gotten me an amateur twice, but I think I might get him now. No bad feelings, Roy. Roy Jones, he's a good guy too, man. Real good interview, best interview. The best interview I ever had. One of our guys, Darnell Boone, the boxer, super boxer, Superman, superhuman. All right, and check out his album coming out soon, The Emotional Overdose. Getting ready to release the album. It'll be on iTunes. Actually, be available in stores. It's coming out. We also got another band we represent called Sister Kill Cycle. We go from rap to crazy rock and roll. Been able to send a tweet out because I'm not getting no calls, guys. I don't even know what you think. I want to give some stuff away. Giving away a pair of Benham Schwartz. I'm also going to give away tickets to UFC 197. That's right. Tickets to UFC 197 or 198, whichever one you want to go to. I think one of them is going to have a big fight in it, though. I really do. I think one of them is going to be in Ireland. That's going to be the problem. So getting over there could be an issue or stuff with a lot of people, but UFC 200 is going to be a mega card. We already think Holly Holm and this is going to be a monster year, man. After the year that they just had last year in UFC, 2016 is going to be a beast. You got Conor is probably getting ready to fight for the lightweight title. It's not signed, sealed, and delivered yet, but it's pretty much been gave to him. He's at the stage right now. He is the get what you want guy, and in mixed martial arts and the UFC. He also won our Fighter of the Year award. He won our KO of the Year award. I mean, you knocked out the pound for pound greatest fighter of the 21st century. Hell, you got to, especially when you do it in 13 seconds. And he fights with a style that's unique, and I have seen some boxers do it, but normally, I'll tell you one who done it a lot was George Foreman. It's precision over speed, and you have to understand his technique. He used a lot when he was younger. But guys, we're live right now. UFC 195, the natural born killer, lost by split decision to ruthless Robbie Lawler. Also, Steve, the Ohio boy, he took out Andre Febuary. Orlovsky had been on a roll, but he looked good. You know, Steve caught him and just it's like he had his equilibrium off, man. I mean, he really did. He had his whole equilibrium off, and it wasn't even close. It really wasn't. I'm trying to tweet some bill in here a second. Calls now. We're going to go with the 19th caller. Wins the Venom Shorts. The 19th caller wins the Venom Shorts. And tell us what you think, guys. Tell us what you think. Who you think who won the fight. We know he won Orlovsky. He just got his ass whooped. He actually got caught with a shot. And Steve attacked. And I did a brief interview with him too, but he was more worried about, he had some issues going on back home. Ariel Ronnie, I just watched do the same interview with him, and he touched on a little more with Ariel than he did with me. But all of us, you know, we do these interviews and there'll be a bunch of people around the press corps, and that's just, I mean, that's how it goes. And it ain't like we got the post-fight press conference coming up. But I'm out here with y'all, guys. I'm in the production truck, and I snuck in a few questions with the champ. And Steve deserves a title shot now. Give him that shot, man. Come on, give him the shot. He's going to get the winner of Verdum and Kane. And Verdum, who would have thought, you know, I seen a thing of an article when I was going through some stuff the other day. Tickets. Yeah. Get some of the tweets in now, guys, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Everybody is pretty much agreeing with us. They got Condit. So far, it's, could somebody, Brian, can you run the stats for me on this? You got both access? Okay. Guys, bear with me here, you know. We ripped this one off live and quick, and that's fine. I love it. I love coming live. I love doing it live. And you can start catching us starting February the 15th at 7:59 p.m. on Sirius XM Radio, the Fight Star Boxing MMA Hour with the Prophet and the Professor. And the Professor brings a very unique perspective to the interviews. If you ever get a chance to listen to some of our old podcasts, like we just did one on catch weights and boxing, and what advantages they have and stuff like this, and you know, interviewed several boxers and stuff, talked to several boxers about it. And I want to shout out to Rich Ace Franklin. He just instituted a new weight cutting policy. I think it's for one fighting championships. It's Asia's top circuit in the MMA, with no dehydration. You can't lose weight by dehydrating. And if this sticks, guys, it's going to be state of the art, and it's going to be a major thing. It'll be a lot more healthier for the fighters. You know, I took them